Happy New Year with your beloveds. Uh, it's been a crazy week, man. Crazy beginning to the year 23. We had a citywide blackout. Certain machines are still inoperable. Excuse me, give me one sec. After effects of secondhand smoke, but we'll get into that. But boy, do I have a tale for you. So, Astrolites, peep this. Here's how my year started. Okay, so of course the citywide blackout. It happened as I was drawing a bath, and I noticed the lights flickering on and off, and I'm just like, "Oh, please do not shut off." And lo and behold, I'd say Mother Nature was having a terrible beginning to 2023. I don't know what was going on, but I'm in the park now, and I can still see a lot of broken branches around me. It was just a crazy time, and it was even bad when I got to work because the entire kitchen was shut down for a majority of the day, and we couldn't accept credit or debit cards. We had to do cash only. But on the upside of that, we were able to get tips on that day, like killer tips. But nonetheless, it was a bad start. It was a rough start. I couldn't even go to McDonald's and do a mobile order. I couldn't use the kiosk or anything. I didn't even have enough time to wait in line to, you know, do what I needed to do, get my coffee, my breakfast, what have you. I couldn't do that before work. So, on the upside of things, plus, the kitchen was able to be operable about an hour or so prior to having to dip out of work. Uh, and my manager said that I can leave at 4. And just when I'm about to, he leaves himself. And so I'm just like, it's crazy because he tells me that the kitchen's working and he leaves around 4 o'clock. So there was no point in telling me I had to leave early. Well, I mean, there would be some point to it, but it was ridiculous. Uh, but hey, I ended up staying an extra hour, or leaving. Because I was off at 6, I was able to leave at around 5 o'clock. I had all these rush kitchen orders as soon as everything got turned on, because we had a bunch of hungry people that day, yesterday. So it wasn't all bad, but that's not to say the same for. Oh, I'm missing the crucial part. I was about to say on my journey home, but before that, I have seen a couple of people wearing shower caps out in public. I get it if you don't want to mess your hair up, but at the same time, could you not look ratchet in public? Like, wear an umbrella. They actually have shower bonnets, but just don't wear it does not look right. Even if it's just to keep your hair dry from the rain, it does not look right. Do not wear shower caps in public. I've seen 2 customers do that. 2 people coming in with shower caps on their head. I'm just like, okay, I can't get over this. It's not a fashion statement. It's ridiculous. It's tacky. Don't do it. Seriously, what is the point of that? Aside from keeping your hair wet, it don't look right. Just either get an umbrella, get a actual cap, uh, actual rain bonnet, something. Don't do that. I mean, you guys don't even live in South Central, so why? What's the point of doing that? Come educate me on that. What is the point of wearing a shower cap on your head? Like, oh, it keeps my hair. It keeps it from being wet. Ah, shut up. Nobody wants to hear that. That excuse is tired. So that's pretty much what I had to deal with. I just couldn't get that out of my head, Ashlites. That was the most ridiculous thing I've seen. I get it if you're black and you want to keep your hair nice and tight. You don't want to mess your do up. I get that. But don't go out in public looking like you're going to pick up your kid from high school, inner city high school. Don't do all that. Like y'all remember that Mike Epps movie? It's the one where he plays the principal and Lunell's of course in it. Some of y'all know where I'm going with this. She came to pick up her son. She had the shower cap and everything. I'm just like, that's comedic. There's a reason for that. But when you try to do it in reality, it's tacky as all. It just don't do that. Like it's like walking out in public with PJs on. That's one thing. But wearing an oversized piece of plastic on your head, you might as well put on a hefty bag. I'm just saying that's my opinion on it. Just don't do it. But anyway, that was pretty much that was before I clocked out. Now let me tell you what happened after I clocked out. So, I go and do a little shopping. I run my errands. I pull out my funds, build whatever I need to build. And oh, that reminds me, I gotta check my investments later. But anyway, I finish with that. I go catch the bus to go home and everything. This kid, you could tell he was on something. I know he wasn't special needs or anything like that. I can tell he was on something. He dressed like he just got out of bed. He wouldn't stop moving around. He kept talking to the bus driver. And then sometime before I reach my destination, he tries to talk to me. And I'm just looking out the window, ignoring him. Because here's the thing. When I'm at work, I don't mind talking to people then. You know, it's part of my job description. I don't mind doing it. I like having fun with the people. But when I travel back home, that's me time. That's my time to relax, to just give myself a chance to breathe. Because I can barely breathe at work when I'm so busy. It's like, could you just sit down, chill, relax, whatever? Because you see me, I'm not trying to really talk to anybody. This kid was on something. I don't know what it was. It was speed or something. I don't know. He just kept moving around. He kept moving back and forth, making me all nervous and fidgety. I already have that naturally, and you're gonna just stack on top of it. It's like that kid must have been messing with fentanyl or something. I don't know what his deal was. He wouldn't stop, cause you're not supposed to walk around while the bus is in motion. They even say that. They say take your seat. And here's the kicker about that. The entirety of the bus was empty, and he decides to sit near me. You guys ever had that problem? Okay, cool. So I'm not the only one. And Juliana even mentioned that she had that same problem before. And I finally get off the bus, and I'm just like, okay, I'm really praying he does not come on the same train as me. Because he was sitting near me. He was like, "Hello, friend. How are you?" So on and so forth. I keep looking out the window. I'm just like, I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm trying to give myself a chance to breathe. And that very early morning, it was kind of the same thing. Because, I was running to catch the train, and I was out of breath, and I was trying to get my bearings. And these two knuckleheads, they're like, "Oh, hey, you like wrestling?" I'm just going like, I'm shaking my head. I'm just like, I'm trying to catch my breath, bro. Just have a conversation with each other. I just give me some leave alone. Give me some breathing room. It, it's like I can't be on my own without somebody breathing down my neck. And that's one of my pet peeves is I'm trying to be on my own for a minute, catch my breath, let me breathe. Just let me have some me time. Is that so hard to ask for? But that was earlier that morning. And of course, I explained to you later that evening. So, fast forwarding back to where I was off the bus waiting for my train. I get on the train, and I want to say it was between 48th and 39th Street. Uh, oh no, wait, it was actually my bad. It was closer to 29th Street. This bum gets on, right? And oh no, wait, no. That's the second bum. The first bum is around 39th Street. So he gets on, just like, oh, Happy New Year. He starts conversing with everybody, or he starts talking to this lady. I'm just like, I'm sure she don't want to be bothered, but she's gonna be nice about it. She's gonna talk to him because she got off at the next stop anyway. Coming on was the second bozo, and I'm just staring out the window, and they're having their little conversation. I put my earbuds in, pretend I'm listening to music, because of course, again, I don't like being bothered when I'm traveling back home or when I'm traveling to handle my business, run some errands, things like that. But anyway, these two, these two bozos, they're talking to each other. I can tell they're both inebriated, and as I'm staring out the window, just trying to get to where I need to be, they start smoking on the train. You guys ever see something like that? You guys just you see two bums just shooting the breeze, and then they legally smoke on the train. They only did that because security wasn't on there that night. I wasn't sure if they came on later because I got off at my stop. So, I was, of course, ranting about it. I was like, those two ought to be ashamed of themselves. Two bums trying to give everybody secondhand smoke, freaking smoking bozos or something, man. So, that was pretty much how my day went last night. And, it wasn't all bad. I got to see Juliana. I got to come home, make something to eat, relax, shoot the breeze. I was able to be zen. Just, hi, Lovey. Um, I'm just wrapping up a little bit here early because I was just explaining how my day was pretty much. I'm just like, I really wish some of these people would not come up to me. You want to say, I got a nice fanny pack, that's fine. But here's the thing, and I've had this happen, I believe it was before New Year's. I've had a woman come up to me, ask me to borrow my cell phone, and yeah, I know. They're not going to, but you know what? It's whatever. I've had a girl ask me to borrow my phone, and I've also had, let me see. I'm trying to remember because I know it was a guy. So, yeah, I had a guy and a girl basically ask to borrow my phone. And I'm just thinking that whole time, people should not be. Yeah, I was about to say, they give phones away in front of the clinic for free. They have charging stations in basically everywhere. So why are you going to ask me to borrow my cell phone? She said she was going to call her mama. I was like, bull spit. Because if you were going to call your mother, you wouldn't be asking strangers to borrow their phones. Like that counts as a red flag to me. And people keep thinking I'm an easy target. I'm really not. Oh, now I remember. The two guys I was mentioning uh, earlier that morning, they were asking me if I liked wrestling. One of them was like, "Hey, you got a phone on you I can borrow?" Of course, I say no. And that sucks because now I'm just like, okay, thanks to these bums, I can't bring my phone out because that's probably going to start something, and I don't want to do all that. I got too much stuff. uh, I'm a businessman. I got too much. My time is too valuable. And it was just crazy these past couple days. So if you have a cell phone, uh, just lie to those people. I know lying's wrong, but at one point or another, there are exceptions. Because you don't know who that person's going to call on your phone. They could say, "Oh, it's my mom and my daddy, my uncle, and the zebra jammies, and I rock that." No, I'm just kidding. We were we were singing a Door Shop song yesterday, so it's kind of stuck in my head still. But anyway, real talk, just don't let people borrow your phone. Oh no, like I slipped up one time, but you know what? That was last year. I'm past that. Moving forward, because you don't know who they're gonna call on your phone, and then you're gonna have to be forced to block that number as soon as they're done with it, or they're just gonna be crackheads and just run off with it. You don't know what's gonna happen. So just simply say, I don't have a phone on me, or I'm down to my last battery. I gotta conserve it. I gotta use it for my RT. Just something. Uh, don't let people try to manipulate you and give you. Because I remember a long time ago, somebody manipulated me saying, "Oh, I'll pay you if you let me use your phone." I fell for that. I was younger in my age, so of course he didn't pay me. But anyway, I learned my lesson from that point on. I remember my brother and I, we had a roommate. We were at Winco one time, and she was trying to be kind about it. She was like, "I'm sorry, I don't let people use my phone." This girl kept begging and begging and begging and begging, and our roommate was getting hyped up. She's like, "Don't get mad just because I told you I don't like letting people use my phone." And I was like, "Oh." we were just like, okay, let's get indoors before this gets any worse. Let's just go grocery shopping. But anyway, that was pretty much my last couple days. And it's still the beginning of the year, so praying everything gets better. No more falling tree branches. Less bozos to deal with. Even though the rich part is they help us make videos. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I want to thank you so much for watching. This is actually my first video of the new year. I figured I'd start simple. Hopefully I'll have some more exciting stuff to tell you guys the next upcoming 11 months we're doing this. So, well, yeah, they gave us material. They gave us material. Exactly, Lovey, you're right. But, of course, I'm going to continue to leave my Cash App info. I'm going to leave my Cash App info in the comments, as well as where to shop for my book. You can follow me at Instagram. I'll be able to put that information in for you guys. I love you all. Share this video to people. Oh, right. I just remembered I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do that no more. You guys already know the drill, so nice try on that one. But anyway, I love you guys. I'll put the stuff in the comments for you. I'll talk to you later. Enjoy your New Year's week. Talk soon.